Hello, Seasonal Vantage Insiders, Alex here. So just want to answer some of the Q&A. Okay, some of you guys actually email me or ask some of these question in the members area that I do not have the time for the past few days to answer them personally. So I just want to take this chance to do a short video to answer all these questions. And thank you for all the care and concern that some of you guys commented in the either in the Telegram channel or in the members area. Okay, wishing my daughter to recover well. In fact, actually on Monday, I did not do my Facebook Live because I actually sent my daughter to this TMC, Thomson Medical Center at night. Okay, because, she was still feeling pretty nauseous. I thought there were no other doctors that's around, so decided to send her there. And yeah, that's why I did not do my Facebook Live. And then, on Tuesday, that's yesterday, I actually sent her to the PD, and then the PD actually gave her an injection. So right now she's seems to be much better now. So thanks for all the concern, okay, coming in. All right. So yeah, and as I mentioned, some of the questions that came in, so just to answer them one by one, a few questions only lah. Okay, so I think Melvin actually asked, how to do with the ETF list that I actually posted on the Telegram channel. Let me switch on my Telegram channel first over here. Okay. All right. So if you are inside the Telegram channel at MarketWise Asia, I think a few days ago on the 3rd of May, I actually posted this, okay, navigate the US market with this ultimate ETF cheat sheet. Okay, so I have curated the top 250 US ETF, okay, for savvy trading and investing. So in this ETF, there's a lot of industry, commodities and such. So if you want, you can just head over to the link over there, bit.ly/ETF-XX, or you can just head over to the Telegram channel. Okay, so this is the list that you will be looking at. Okay, so this is a Google sheet. So as I mentioned, right, there's a lot of ETF, about 250 of them. So as I mentioned, there's a lot of sectors, industry and such, energy, financial, the key 11 sectors, all the sub sectors like industry, like aerospace, agriculture, airlines, artificial intelligence, okay, blah, blah, blah. All the major key ETF, okay, that I observe and that are in the market that has some, reasonable AUM, asset under management, so good liquidity and such lah. So indices, like for example, SPY, QQQ, Russell 2000, what are the growth of value ETF, mid cap, small cap, and all this countries, the key ones that I've also listed, then some of the like Singapore, Malaysia, Australia, South Africa, China, even those, not so common ones also have like Peru, Chile, Qatar, Turkey, and such like commodities. The key ones is also inside the broad ETF like DBC. Okay, it's also inside currency. Only a few like the futures. Okay, like Euro, Canadian dollar. Style is like whether it's large cap, mid cap, value, dividend, alpha seeking, emerging or high beta, low beta, that kind of thing. All right, and then fixed income is like the bonds. Okay, this is the treasuries. So there's quite a few. So Melvin asked, how do I use it? Okay, this ETF list is to actually give you a very broad eye view of the market. What is the market actually doing right now, today, or within the past few weeks or so? So you can see that you can see the sector rotation. So you need to have a watch list that you can input inside. So I'm not sure about you, but personally, I'm using this market in out. So I do have this watch list inside under here. Okay, you can see over here, right? This is the 250 plus. Okay, this was the older list, so only about 230. Okay, so we can see over here, based on what I'm posting today, today's date is on the 8th of May, right? So I just want to see what is the percentage change, which is the best performing out there yesterday or the worst performing out there today, that kind of thing. All right, so you can see that in fact, yesterday the best performing asset classes or sectors or industry is actually the agricultural fund. I know that at one glance, yesterday platinum, okay, the metal platinum was doing very well. Agriculture producer, which is similar to DBA, global shipping, okay, even though the indices is pretty flat, okay, and I know that shipping is doing well yesterday. sugar is doing well, agribusiness is doing well. For the sectors, material is doing well. So all this, at one glance, you know what is doing well. Okay, and then the worst performer, I know that, like yesterday, the industry, the cannabis, okay, the weed industry is not doing well. What carbon China is not doing that well, clean energy is not doing that well, and such. So at one glance, or even for me personally, like what is the best performing asset classes for the past 1 week. So for the past or 4 weeks, sorry, for the past 1 month, it's about China. China wheat is doing well. Global shipping, all this you have a at one glance, okay, top view of what's actually moving in the market. So for those who do not have market out, not to worry, okay. As I mentioned, right, you can also use the Yahoo Finance over here, okay, under the portfolio over there. You actually key in, copy and paste all the ticker over there and paste it inside the Yahoo Finance over there. So all these are already populated over here. Okay, so you can see over here, you can sort by according to the percentage change as well. Okay, so sort according ascending or descending. So, at one glance, MSOS, this is the cannabis, all this, the cannabis is not doing well. China tech is not doing well. And all this is similar to the one that I have. But of course, this is only for the past day only. It's the same. DBA, Platinum, and all this, it's doing well. So, you know exactly what is doing well. So, you can roughly see, okay, what sector is, doing well today. Is it moving to another sector, that kind of thing now. So, you have a rough idea, or not rough, very good idea. Even though the indices could be flat, is down, there are always some other sectors that is moving up or moving down very badly. So you know what is actually moving. Okay, so this is to answer Melvin. Another one that I see is that from Lynette. Okay, Lynette is asking, right? So, hi Alex, the food prices are rising. Could you advise, is corn, wheat, and soybean ETF fantastic? All this agriculture ETF, okay, something to look at. Okay, so for soybean, realistically, can we expect price to move to mid 30, maybe to 35, that kind? Okay, so unfortunately, okay, my data provider do not provide this corn, wheat, and soybean, the agricultural ETF. These are soft commodities ETF lah. But nevertheless, okay, you still can use, okay, the equity clock, okay, to give you a rough idea how is the seasonality like. So for wheat, okay, you can just Google, wheat, that equity clock, okay. You know that, typically, in mid-May, we are somewhere near there. It tends to go higher for wheat, and you may be about end of the May, but I can see overall it's pretty choppy lah. Okay, but at least generally it's heading higher. Okay, and then for the corn, it is also somewhere around mid of May. Then prices start to going higher. Soybean, typically is also about later March of May, then tends to go higher and peak in somewhere around mid of June, that kind of thing. So we roughly know that the soft commodities, okay, they tends to move up in May, mid of May onwards, that kind. It can be plus minus, okay. The timing cannot be exactly like all the previous years. This is just average of what the previous years has done. So I'm looking at the futures market. So I look at the futures market directly first. So for the futures market, okay, ZW, okay, can key in on trading view. That is the wheat futures. All right, so let me add in the yearly CPR. Okay, so you can see that, wheat has been coming down for quite a while already. It's a downtrend, and then only recently the prices of wheat starting to go higher. And last month was the first month it was above the CPR. Okay, and this month it is above the CPR. Can you see that also that, price respected the CPR pretty well as well? Hit the CPR and then rebounded. So if you ask me whether potentially it can go higher, yes, it can go higher. Okay, price action seems to suggest so. Okay, seasonality also seems to suggest that in May price could continue to hit higher based on the past historical record. So all in all, we have confluence signal that tells us that, you know, wheat or the soft commodities could be heading higher. So of course, you know, at the first glance, you know, the price, you know, potentially could hit the lower range of the yearly CPR first, or if you add in the usual indicators like adding in the pivot point, okay, right now we are hitting at the R1 level, that kind of, okay, but you know, potentially we still can go to the yearly pivot. So for this is for wheat. For soy, also just above the cloud, but this is the first time it is above the CPR. This is soybean. And then for corn, okay, it is also starting to go above the CPR and then go higher. So right now, three of them are above the cloud for now. So price action is looking not too bad. Okay, so the ETF, like what Lynette say, it is okay. For corn is CORN, wheat is WEAT, and soybean is SOYB. Again, these are PTP ETF, but if I'm not mistaken, okay, these are not taxable. So this is, you won't be paying for the withholding tax, okay? So I think it's fine to trade or invest in this ETF, okay? So the one that you're asking is actually soybean, right? So soybean is SOYB. SOYB. Okay, personally, I don't have position in all these soft commodities yet lah. And recently, actually, don't have the time also. So, nope. SOYB. Okay, this is the Tilcrum soybean ETV. Actually, it's the ETF lah. Okay, so you can see that you were asking whether can move to mid 30s to 35, right? So right now for SB, it is about 26. Again, you know, it is moving higher for the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days or so lah. So, you know, right now, if you are thinking of buying right now, you are actually buying at a high. Of course, price can continue to head higher and touch the yearly CPR there, like about 26 or so, 26.76 lah. Okay, or 20, or you can say that it's about 27 now. Okay, 27 is there about. So at the first instances, I would say that about $27, right? Okay, would be the key resistance area over here. Okay, key resistance area over here. Okay, I won't be looking at 30 plus. That means that, you know, I don't know what happened in terms of short-term trading. But if I were to really enter, right, I would actually, you know, wait for a pullback or so. Okay, again, there are many ways that you can express your bullish view. Okay, so either you can, you know, just buy the futures directly, which I think most people don't do that, or you can trade using the CFD futures. I think there are a few CFD provider that do have some of these soft commodities that allows trading. Okay, I see the index is one of them. They have IG also have, you know, CMC also have as well. These are three main CFD providers. They do have soybean for you to trade, and the soft commodities like corn and wheat also. Or, you know, you can, you know, do sell some options, okay, using the futures futures, like, you know, instead of buying, can, you know, sell the vertical put on the soft commodities and such lah. Okay, again, you know, there are many ways lah, or you can just use the ETF to express the bullish view. But for me personally, okay, if I want to trade directly, I need to have a setup lah. So I prefer to have some pullback, you know, before I go in higher again. Okay, so this is the soft commodities. Okay, another question that I see, it is actually from is it from Marcus? Okay, from Marcus. All right, so Marcus is asking, right, a quick chat on this. If S&P and Nasdaq were to close above its 50-day MA on Monday and stay there on Tuesday, does it indicate that the market will most likely resume its rally and continue its uptrend? Okay, so let's head back to the S&P. Let's use the cash index. Okay, so I have this moving average template over here. Okay, I'll remove the cloud over here. So okay, the dotted blue line is the 50 days moving average. Green is the 20 days. Orange is the I think it's the 100 day. Okay, This is 150 days, okay, and then this is 200 days. Okay, so you can see that for the S&P 500, okay, as I mentioned on the Monday weekly update, the market seems to be very bullish. Okay, it is above the CPR, and also as a rule of thumb, if price is above the 50 days MA, you can see that generally it is still in an uptrend. So you can see that price initially resisted at the 50-day, came down and then go higher. So which means that when the price started to have some correction on the day, the 50-day will be acting as a potential support area again. Okay, can say that yes, it is in an uptrend. Okay, so our buyers will go for the long side instead of the short side. Okay, and then same for the Nasdaq 100 as well. Previously, it was at this resistant area over there, 20-day MA, at the 50-day, and just broke above the 50 days. Once again, it broke above the 50 days, when it start to come down, be acting as a potential support area again. So yes, okay, the short answer is yes. Right now it is above the 50 days. It can be classified as a uptrend. Okay, but personally, okay, I'm not so sure of this uptrend yet. That there's a potential chance that market could do another. Initially, I said this is a complex pullback. Okay, but on a grand scheme of things, right, it seems that this is another subset of a complex pullback again. So do be careful that whether maybe price do have some another leg down, that kind of thing. Again, we won't know what the market will do. So try to stay with the best setup and the best trigger. So go for those ones that have a proven track record of moving higher for this coming month, like the one that I mentioned in the Monday weekly video or so. Okay, so I think that hopes answer your question. Anyway, okay, if you guys have any question, you can feel free to ask them in the members area in any of the comments, or you can just drop me an email directly. Okay, and in any cases, right, okay, of course, don't expect me to reply within the next 1 hour or so, or give me at least 24 hours, at least one day, okay, or at least a few days to answer. Okay, if after maybe say 3 days, okay, I still do not answer, and you really want to have the answer from me, right? Okay, you can always email me again, or ask in the members area again, because I sometimes there's a lot of email coming in, then I might have look the email, okay, and I didn't get to read that, or I've forgotten about it. Okay, so do not be afraid to ask me again, because you guys are the SVI, you guys are my priority. So any question, I'll be more than happy to answer them, but just give me some time. If I've forgotten about it, just email me again. Okay, right, thanks again. I'll catch you guys in another video. Thank you and bye bye.